I had an interesting experience just last night. Actually, this experience came as during the day. A little bit of a lead up to this experience was during the day. I came across this picture that showed the Earth kind of in a 2D format, almost like a map type format. But I was seeing that the inner Earth, it would also show the parts of the inner Earth as well. And I kind of made this consideration that perhaps I could go there with my awareness and meet some of these beings on the inner part of the Earth. And so the experience that followed this night, or just last night, was it looked like all these little kids in a line going on a field trip. You know, whether that's other new friends or like the little parts of myself kind of getting in line, or this type of idea. I was there, and what essentially was taking place was we were going to Kentucky. There's a cave in Kentucky called Mammoth Cave. And the idea was, as we were going down to the very, very depths of this cave, this was to be our little field trip. And as we were venturing through the cave, there was the teachers there who was more like the real guides that I could see, or as how I seen it, in that as we were making our way through this cave, we came out into what looked like an open area, almost as if we had came outside again. But I knew this was not the surface world. This was the inner part of the Earth. And I came across what looked like a type of farm, just like a regular farm, like a wooden building. There was the crops and these things. And I remember looking at the sun, the inner sun, or excuse me, the inner Earth sun, and I'm staring at it, but it doesn't look like the sun that we see on the surface. It kind of looks like the is representation that DUANE and Ava put in the pictures. It really kind of looked like that. And as I stared at it, it became my view. It sort of overtook my view, and the experience ended there. But I thought that was very interesting that I was able to get into this inner part of the Earth and get a little glimpse of it anyways. And the idea was to introduce myself to some of the beings there. There was another little detail which I forgot to mention, but I'll say it now, that while we were going down into the inner Earth through this cave in Kentucky, there was a little part of the cave to where you could not pass if you were afraid. So it would manifest, or really your fears would become so instantaneously right in front of you. Whatever you were afraid of, I don't know, like scary things or any kind of situation really is what would take place. And so there was a couple things for me to face, but as I got through them, I was able to eventually move through that and really see past that and get to this inner part of the Earth. So I thought it was almost like a security measure, something that would turn people around essentially, or they would just never even get that close. So that was my little experience to share. Thank you.
That's a good one, Jeremy. Actually, that's a book that you could write too. Pay some more visits there and have fun writing about it. There is a book called The Hollow Earth. I read it in the 70s, all about the hollow earth, etc. And most people are not aware of this at all, what's going on. And the big openings are at the North and South Pole. And yes, there's a sun in there, etc. And very, very interesting. Disney made a movie, Journey to the Center of the Earth. And down there they found an ocean and etc. That was in the Disney movie because they know all about this already. And most of the public doesn't. So it's some fun stuff to know what's going on the planet. That's great. Thank you. That's just terrific. Thank you.